What's up everyone, I'm Jay, and today we'll be looking at Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and judging it on a 5-star, 10-star, and 5,000 point scale. Let's get right into it. This movie is an animated superhero film released in 2019. It's exactly what the title states. The Ninja Turtles follow Shredder to Gotham City, and the Cape Crusader catches wind of some suspicious activity. When he intervenes, he comes into contact with the mutated turtles, and they team up to defeat the Foot Clan and the Demon. Also, in case you're wondering why you never saw this in theaters like I was, it's because it went straight to DVD. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I'm not even the biggest DC or TMNT fan. However, I am aware of the reputation of these characters, and so it was a blast to watch all of the quips and fights that lace this entire movie. I will say that there were some surprisingly violent parts, so this movie does earn its PG-13 rating. I give 1,000 points for watch value. Would I watch this again? Definitely. There are some movies that really have a message, and once you watch them, you're ready to move on to a different story. This movie is almost completely spectacle and humor, so it's just a lot of fun. I would invite some friends over, or even just spend an hour and a half grinning to myself on the couch. I give 800 points for rewatch value. If you're looking for deep writing, then I'm afraid that the guy dressed in a bat costume talking to the mutated turtle children is not for you. But I do want to praise this movie for immediately giving you a sense of the character's personality in a non-forced way. The dialogue for all of the characters feels completely natural and works super well for introducing someone who isn't familiar with them. They also really nailed the way that the characters act. Both teams discover something they weren't expecting, each other, and immediately begin to do research which is in line with their characters and the way that their shows work. I give 700 points for writing and plot. I think that all of these characters are given appropriate voices, and I personally think that it's pretty cool when one actor voices multiple characters. For example, in this movie, Troy Baker is Batman and the Joker. I give 700 points for acting and voice. This movie has some really good animation, especially when it comes to the fight scenes. They're all easy to follow and enjoyable to watch. I was slightly bugged by the way that the turtles looked, mostly because I'm used to the 2012 animation, which is a little more defined, but it still looks all around good. I give 700 points for effects and set. Now for the scores. We've got 3.9 out of 5, 7.8 out of 10, and 3,900 points. This movie was really cool. Just the premise alone is enough to make people watch it, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be very good. However, it blew my expectations out of the sewer. The main question that I had going into this movie was how Batman's skills were going to stack up against the Turtles. I know that Batman is a renowned martial artist, and also that the Turtles are trained ninjas, but I was afraid that they would weaken Batman to give the Turtles a chance. However, the first person that Batman fights in this movie is Shredder, the obvious superior fighter to the Turtles, and Batman immediately goes toe-to-toe with him in a really well choreographed fight. They fight to a standstill, and then Batman goes outside and immediately beats up all 4 of the Turtles. I thought that this movie did the best that a crossover can do by leveraging what we know about these characters separately to build them up together. Batman becomes a mentor and an inspiration to the Turtles, and the Turtles help to flesh out his team for the movie. And it's not just Batman, there are a lot of great interactions with Robin and Batgirl as well. For example, Michelangelo, the orange one, is in the Batmobile with Batman, and Batman tells him to start pressing buttons when they get into a tight spot. Cut to...
I've always wanted to hit every button.
You don't need any more than that to get a really solid feel for these characters. This movie is a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it if you know anything about Batman or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even just by reputation. Until next time, enjoy entertainment and judge it fairly. This has been JustJReview.